Hello friends, welcome to Biryans Academy. I am Pramila. Today we will going to discuss about the deconstruction which is there in your unit 3. The deconstruction is a post-structuralistic theory largely based on the writing of Paris-based Jacques Derrida. It was a reaction to structuralism. As we have already covered our structuralism, I hope you already covered the syllabus, that is structuralism. After that you can see the deconstruction. Okay, you can able to better understand after the structuralism only. So here the structuralist, what they do, they define the different structure of writing. Okay, in a particular writing they find the structure of writings, but the deconstruction is different. Okay, and we can say that the deconstruction is a post structuralistic theory and deconstruction is a movement against structuralism. Understood? देखो आम पोस्ट स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म ऑलरेडी पढ़ी सारे जो कि स्ट्रक्चर उपरे लिखाई माने स्ट्रक्चर गोटे राइटिंग पैटर्न में कौन कौन स्ट्रक्चर रहिबा दरकार केमिति स्ट्रक्चर को आम फाइन करिया दरकार. अंडरस्टूड? तापर ही आम डिकन्स्ट्रक्शन टा जानि परिबा. एटा Paris, it is largely based on the writing of Paris-based Jacques Derrida. Okay, so it is based on Jacques Derrida theory. Okay, and Jacques Derrida is a deconstructionist theorist. It was a reaction to structuralism. See, deconstruction normally I mean deconstruction माने दीटा word मिसी के चे deconstruction. Okay. सो जी भी यहाँ शुणव डिकन्स्ट्रक्शन ता माने भांगिकी तैयारी करिवा. अंडरस्टूड? बट एठी डिकन्स्ट्रक्शन माने ताहा नुह. ओके, सो हियर द डिकन्स्ट्रक्शन मीन्स नॉट टू बिल्ड टू रिबिल्ड अगेन. अंडरस्टूड? बट द डिकन्स्ट्रक्शन मीन्स देखो गोटे गाड़ी अच्छी तार आम ताको डिकन्स्ट्रक्ट करवा. केमिति करवा जे से गाड़ी को सबू पार्ट्स को फर्स्ट खोलिबा पुणी अरेंजमेंट करके लगेगा. अंडरस्टूड? तो यहाँ है डिकन्स्ट्रक्शन हूँ स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म एगेंस्ट आसला. आ माने हूँ सब गुड़क से पूरा कन्संट्रेट वे रे डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर्स को देखिकी पुणी से रीअरेंजमेंट करिवो. अंडरस्टूड? माने यहाँ टोटली स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म रो एगेंस्ट मूवमेंट. अंडरस्टूड? इट इज ए लिटरेरी मूवमेंट एगेंस्ट स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म. स्ट्रक्चरलिस्ट जहाँ कहते तार अपोजिट ही डिकन्स्ट्रक्शनिस्ट कहते. अंडरस्टूड? लेट्स मूव ऑन. इट इज ए क्रिटिकल आउटलुक दैट कंसर्न विद द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन टेस्ट एंड मीनिंग. ओके, इट फोकसेस ऑन द क्रिटिकल रीडिंग ऑफ ए रिटन टेक्स्ट टू अनकवर द वे ऑफ थिंकिंग. इट इज ए रिटन टेक्स्ट. ओके, WITTEN. इट इज ए रिटन टेक्स्ट. एटा कौन हो? It totally concerned about the relationship between text and the meaning. Okay, how we have we saw in the new criticism, that is they have given importance to text only. Understood? But in structuralism we saw the different writings of the text. Understood? Next, in deconstruction we will see the relationship between text with the different meanings. It is a critical reading, or it is a critical reading of writing of the text which uncover the way of the thinking. Jacques Derrida in his 1967 work of grammatology introduced the majority of idea influence within deconstruction. When the Jacques Derrida, he has written the important writing, that is of grammatology. From of grammatology we will find the deconstruction theory. Here he has introduced the major influence of deconstructionism. Understood? According to Derrida, and taking inspirations from Saussure, language is a system of sign and words only have meaning because of the contrast between these sign. According to Jacques Derrida, he has taken inspiration from Ferdinand Saussure. And Ferdinand Saussure was a structuralist. Okay, and here he has taken that language is a system of sign. Okay, language is the system of sign, and word only have the meaning. Only the words have the meaning and the contrast between these signs. This is the contrast between that signs. ଏଠି कौन कहते सोशियो जे सोशियो अकॉर्डिंग टू डेरिडा सोशियो जो थ्योरी देते लैंग्वेज उपरे सेटा होची कौन जे आमर साइन होची ओनली द लैंग्वेज द ओनली सिस्टम ऑफ साइन. Understood? And here the words play the important role. Next, an idea is represented by a sign, but the sign can never be the same as the idea. Okay, a particular idea we can represent by a sign. गोटे particular idea टा आमे with sign आमे represent करि परिबा, but sign can never be same as the idea. गोटे sign टा से idea ही होबो नाही. अंडरस्टूड? किछि गोटे आइडिया को नहीं कि सपोज आम गोटे किछि गोटे आइडिया नबा जमती कि स्ट्रक्चरलिज्म आम गोटे एप्पल रो एग्जांपल नहीं थिले सेमती आमर किछि गोटे आइडिया नबा जोटा माने एन आइडिया रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय ए साइन. गोटे आइडिया को आम रिप्रेजेंट करबा साइन रे, बट आम खाली गोटे साइन को नहीं कि तार आइडियाटा रिप्रेजेंट करि परिबा नाही. केमिति जदि आम गोटे एप्पल रो कोन अछि आइडियाटा नहीं जिबा सेटा कौन होची आइडियाटा जिते नहीं जाए सी हूँ आमर साइन सिंबल वे रे आमे देखै परिबा, बट तमें आमे खाली गोटे एप्पलटा को रिप्रेजेंट करिके साइन को ताको आमे आइडिया रे ड्रॉ करि परिबा नाही. ओके, नेक्स्ट we will see some important critics of deconstructionism or deconstructions. It is very much important. Try to note it down and remember all the important writers and writings, the critics and their writings also. Understood? So Michel Foucault, Ronald Barthes, Jean Baudrillard, Helen Caxius, Paul Deman, J.H. Miller. Okay, they are the important critics of deconstructionism. And we will see very important terms of deconstruction. As I have highlighted all the important points of deconstruction, even all the criticism and theory part, I have highlighted the important terms. And remember that from terms you will get the questions. Understood? You will get the question. See, in unit 4 I have covered many important terms related to the criticism and theory part. Okay, before coming to the unit 3 you have to cover the unit 4 first, because most of the related terms you will find in the unit 4. Understood? As I have already discussed there the word or the term aporia. Okay, let's see. This term was used by Derrida to refer blind spot of any metaphysical argument. Okay, the term aporia used by Derrida. Here he was referring this to blind spot of any metaphysical argument. Understood? And it is a Greek term. Yes, I have already discussed that aporia. Aporia means the self-contradictory word that we have in a confusion to be or not to be, to do or not to do. Okay, here there is a confusion between the particular theme. Okay, between the audience and even the writer also, to do or not to do, to represent or to not to represent. So that is the term aporia, and it is used by Derrida and it is a Greek term. Next we will see the difference, and the difference we will find the two terms. This term is also, this is not time, this is term. Okay, this term is also coined by Derrida that combines two French words, to differ or to differ. Okay, so differ has came from combining two French words, that is to differ and to differ. Okay, see here to differ, differ means different and to differ means different. Understood? To differ means not like. To differ means not like. Okay, and to differ means it is continuing. Okay, it is continue. See, I will take one example, that if we will take an example, that is cat. Cat or bat. Okay, cat or bat. See, there is a difference between cat and bat, but it is a combination of two words. That is here defining that it is a combination of two things. First one, if we will take this two alphabet, it is combined with 80 and 88. Understood? So changing word, that is C or B, is a differ. We can call it as a DIFF. But 80 is repeated word, that is a continuing word. So we can take it as a differ. DEFFER. Understood? I hope बुझी पारथिबो जे डिफर और डिफर दीटा वर्ड रो कॉम्बिनेशन रे हमर डिफरेंस हेची. डिफरेंस केमिति जदि हमें नेबा फॉर एग्जांपल कैट नेबा बैट नेबा. देखो फर्स्ट अल्फाबेट, फर्स्ट कैट रे CAT अछि, सेकंड बैट रे BAT अछि. तो कैट रे 80 आ बैट रे 80 एटा कोन अछि रिपीटेड. कैट बैट मैट सेट जहाँ भी कहबो तमे कौन अच्छी फर्स्ट आमर जो अल्फाबेट अच्छी जो लेटरटा अच्छी सेटा ही चेंज होची, ता परटा चेंज हो नाही, कंटिन्यूअस रोची. तो फर्स्ट जोटा चेंज होची ताको आमे कहबा डिफर, आ जोटा चेंज होनी जोटा कंटिन्यू वे रे अछि ताको आमे कहबा डिफर. ओके, जेतेबेले दीटा वर्ड कंबाइन हो जाउची सेतेबेले आमे पाइबा गोटे डिफरेंस, सेटा होची कैट बा बैट सेट जहाँ भी हो. अंडरस्टूड? सेटा होची हमर डिफरेंस. I hope you understood that concept. For example, we will take another example. Consider that there are many languages, so therefore many different words for tree. Okay, there are many languages and there is a different words for tree. Understood? एटा कौन होची ट्री होची गोटे वर्ड जहार कि जेहेतु आमर डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज अच्छी आम ट्री को डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज रे कहूँ. Okay, the letter that forms tree means tree because we as a community agrees T represent tree. Okay, एटी कौन ट्री माने कौन ट्री ए जो लेटर कम्बाइन होची TRE ता माने होची ट्री जोटा कि गछ. अंडरस्टूड? बट आमे गछ बट काहे कि जे टोटल आमे कम्युनिटी एग्री करछु जे TRE ट्री माने गछ, समुदाय गछ को ही सेटा बुझौची. बुझि परलो? But tree has other form in other language. But in other form, it has other languages. Okay, sorry. In other forms, it has other languages. जे जेमिति कि आर फॉर्म्स अदर चेंजेस होची तर लैंग्वेज टा भी चेंज हो जातो. बट ट्री को हमें अलग किसी रिप्रेजेंट करि परिबा कि ना. ट्री माने ट्री जोटा कि हमें गच्छ कहबा. एटा कोन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज रे सेम अलग जो लैंग्वेज रे हमें भी नेबा तार कौन हो डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस चेंज होगा जाउथबो. अंडरस्टूड? नेक्स्ट वी विल सी द अनदर टर्म दैट इज मेटाफिजिक्स ऑफ प्रेजेंस और लोगोसेंट्रिज्म. इट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. इट इज ए persistent attribute of western thinker. Okay, logocentrism is a attribute of western thinker. Try to remember this one. Human lives in the present, therefore any eternally true idea has to make itself known in the present. Okay, जेहेतु आमे प्रेजेंट रे रोचे तो आमरो जो भी आइडिया होची आमरो जहाँ सामने रे जहाँ भी घटुची आमे ताको ट्रू बा प्रेजेंट वे रे आमे ताको नोचे. अंडरस्टूड? माने लोग माने कोन ट्रूथ. ओके, बिलीव इन प्रेजेंस जोटा कि आमरो प्रेजेंट रे जहाँ होची आमो प्रेजेंट रे जहाँ होची आमे ताको बिलीव करचे जेहेतु आमे प्रेजेंट रे रोचे. लोगोसेंट्रिज्म is the view that speech and not the writing is central to language. Okay, logocentrism view रे बा structuralistic को view रे speech is more important excuse me, speech is more important than writing. Okay, but deconstructions thought according to deconstructionist or according to Derrida both speech and writings are important. Okay, according to this theory of Derrida, there is a spelling mistake. Okay, Derrida, in of grammatology, speech is the original signifier of meaning. Okay, and the writing what is derived from the spoken word. So, according to logocentrism, is the view that speech and not the writing is central to language. Okay, so they are saying that speech is important than the writing. But according to the theory of Derrida of grammatology, speech is the original signifier of meaning and the writing was derived from the spoken word. Okay, so speech is the original signifier of the meaning. Okay, speech is the original signifier of the meaning and the writing which is derived from the spoken word. When the writing is derived from the spoken word, normally we will derive the writing from the spoken form. So both writing and speech both are very much important according to deconstruction or according to Derrida. Okay, so this is all about structure deconstruction, and it is a movement against, it is a literary movement against structuralism. Okay, you can say it is a post structuralism also. Understood? So I hope you understood the concept of deconstructionism. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me or message me also. Thank you for the class.